those who are not with us today as well. All of you are so important in this couple's life, but perhaps none are more important than the parents of Donna and Robert, who initially showed them both, through kindness and gentle guidance, the true meaning of love: compassion, kindness, and care. All of you who are gathered here are called upon to support this couple, and you are bound by people who are not able to be here today physically, but who are nonetheless present because their spirit lives in our hearts. We acknowledge all of these important people at this time and call them to this ceremony by calling them to mind. Finally, we are gathered together on this beautiful day to celebrate the love which you two have for each other. To recognize your decision to commit your lives to each other. The beginning of a new chapter in your journey through life together. Donna and Robert, may the promises you make this day live always in your hearts and in your home, so that all which you now share deepens and grows through the years, leading to a lifetime of happiness. The following is an excerpt from Gifts of the Sea by Anne Morrow Lindbergh that I believe sums up this couple's idea of how best to begin this new chapter on that journey. When you love someone, you do not love them all of the time, in exactly the same way from moment to moment. It is an impossibility. It's even a lie to pretend to. And yet, this is exactly what most of us demand. We have so little faith in the ebb and flow of life, of love, of relationships. We leap at the flow of the tide and resist in terror its ebb. We are afraid it will never return. We insist on permanency, on duration, on continuity. When the only continuity possible, in life as in love, is in growth, fluidity, and in freedom, in the sense that dancers are free, barely touching as they pass, but partners in the same pattern. The only real security is not in owning or possessing, not in demanding or expecting, not in hoping even. Security in a relationship lies neither in looking back on what was in nostalgia, nor forward to what might be in dread or anticipation. But living in the present relationship and accepting it as it is now. Relationships must be like islands. One must accept them for what they are, here and now, within their limits. Islands, surrounded and interrupted by the sea, and continually visited and abandoned by the tides. Do we have the rings? I do. My next customer. Donna and Edward, as you now exchange rings, please take a moment to reflect on the meaning of this time-honored tradition. These are the rings that you will both wear for the rest of your lives, as testament to the love you have for one another. Let us all take a moment and send our prayers and our thoughts and our love to these rings, so that as they wear them, they will carry our love with them as well. These rings are circles, symbols that remind us of the sun and of the earth and of the universe. Symbols of holiness and perfection and peace, that which has no beginning and no end. And so, in this moment, let us all bring our blessings to these rings, to also be symbols of unity, of joining, and of commitment. Let us grant that the love which Robert and Donna have for each other now may always be just this way. Robert, if you would please, take the ring and place it on Donna's finger and repeat after me. I, Robert Bolduc.
I, Robert Bolduc.
Take you, Donna Cavazzo.
Take me, Donna Cavazzo.
To be my wife.
To be my wife.
To live with you.
To live with you.
To laugh with you.
To laugh with you.
To stand by your side.
To stand by your side.
In sickness and in health.
In sickness and in health.
In times of joy.
In times of joy.
And in times of sadness.
In times of sadness.
In times of victory.
In times of victory.
And in times of failure.
And in times of failure.
I promise to cherish and respect you.
I promise to cherish and respect you.
To care for and protect you.
To care for and protect you.
To comfort and encourage you.
To comfort and encourage you.
And to faithfully stay with you.
To faithfully stay with you.
For the rest of my life.
For the rest of my life.
Donna, if you would please. take your ring for Robert, place it on his finger and repeat after me. I, Donna, take you, Robert Hood, to be my husband, to live with you, and laugh with you, to stand by your side in sickness and in health, in times of joy and in times of sadness, in times of victory and in times of failure. I promise to cherish and respect you, to care for and protect you, to comfort and encourage you, and to faithfully stay with you for the rest of my life. As we stand beside the ocean tide, may your love always be as constant and unchanging as the never-ending waves that pour upon this beach, flowing endlessly from the depths of the sea. Pledge to each other this day that your love will be as unchanging and dependable as the tide. As these waters nourish the earth and sustain life, may your constant devotion nourish and sustain you both until the end of time. Donna and Robert is a collection of words. This ceremony would count for little were it not for the love and commitment you have pledged to one another. Remember to treat both yourself and each other with respect, and remind yourselves often of what brought you together. Give the highest priority to the tenderness, gentleness, and kindness that your connection deserves. When frustration, difficulty, or fear assail your relationship, as they threaten all relationships at one time or another, remember to focus on what is right between you, not only the part that seems wrong. In this way, you can ride out the times when clouds hide the face of the sun in your lives, remembering that even if you lose sight of it for a moment, the sun is still there. And if each of you takes responsibility for the quality of your lives together, your life together will be marked by abundance and delight. Your vows have been spoken in minutes, but your promises to each other will last a lifetime. Donna and Robert, in the honesty and sincerity of what you have said and done here today, and by the power vested in me by the great state of Connecticut, it is my honor and delight to declare you united in marriage and partners for life. You may kiss your bride.
Yeah.